Nice to meet you. Nice to see you here in Russia. How do you find it so far?
Yeah, it's very nice. I didn't have an opinion of it before I came, so I just kind of kept my mind open for what it would look like, and I think it looks good so far. It looks good. I like it, yeah.
Did you have any messages about your upcoming travel to Russia? Like, no need to come, no need to go, it's dangerous, it's scary, from any person?
Not really that it's dangerous or scary, but I had a few people telling me that I shouldn't come because of the war and like politics and all of that stuff, but I don't really care about politics. I'm not a politician, so I'm just a powerlifter coming to do a powerlifting competition.
It looks like you are number one powerlifting in the world right now. How do you like this statement?
Yeah, I'd say that it's accurate. But it was the goal, obviously, but it's just a stepping stone towards future plans that I have.
Can you tell us what is your plan for the near future, if it's not a secret?
I don't think it's a secret. My plan is to have the sleeve total as well, the biggest sleeve total. I want to total, so I've totaled 1,200 in wraps. I want to do 1,200 in sleeves as well. Next year, February, that's the plan.
Now a record with sleeves, how much, do you remember?
It's held by Jesus Oliveira.
Ah, okay. Yeah. It is 11:52, as far as I remember.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And you need to total how much? Just 1 kilogram more? No. Or as usual, 100 kilogram more?
Yeah, probably 100 kilogram more. I don't want to chip it. I want it to be much more. Yeah, so I'll probably aim to total 1,200 to 1,220 in February in sleeves next year.
What about the world record in single ply equip?
I don't like equip powerlifting. Yeah.
But you can lift more with reps only, I think.
Yeah.
Because the world record, as far as I remember, it is 12:75.
I don't like equip powerlifting, so I'm not going to do it anytime soon. Yeah. Whatever.
What about 500 in deadlift?
Yeah, 500 kg deadlift. I'll attempt it this weekend, and then probably will be much more than that by next year, February.
So you're quite confident guy.
It's not really confidence, just that's how it works if you train properly. Yeah, have the right systems of training. It's not possible that you're not going to progress.
Do you remember how old you were when you come to powerlifting?
My first competition I did, I was 18. Yeah. And then when I first started training for powerlifting, I was around 17 years old. That's like how many years now?
Do you remember how much did you lift on the first competition?
Yeah, my first competition I did, it was 675, and I was 97 kgs. Yeah.
So you're already quite a big guy.
Yeah, it's not really that big. I don't think it's that big, but.
But for 18 years old?
Yeah, I suppose it is big.
Why did you decide to go to powerlifting?
So I started off with CrossFit. Do you know CrossFit?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So I started off with that, and I enjoyed the training and the Olympic lifts.
Weightlifting.
I was doing weightlifting in CrossFit, and I was 16, and as a 16-year-old I was lifting much more than all the adults that were in the group. So I was like, I'm strong at lifting weights, I'm going to focus on lifting weights.
I do remember your snatch and clean and jerk.
Yeah, when I was 17, my clean and jerk was 160 and my snatch was 120.
At what body weight?
Like just under 90, yeah.
And why did you move from weightlifting to powerlifting?
Just because powerlifting is more focused on strength, and Yeah, it's just more like raw strength.
And also it's a more poor sport
Poor, yeah. It's
compared to
poor.
weightlifting.
Yeah.
Looks like you don't need any money from the sport. You just want to lift.
Yeah. If I get money from sponsors or from Instagram, people buying my programs, then as long as I have enough just to keep doing the sport and to set myself up in a basic way, then that's fine with me. Yeah.
And now you can earn money from powerlifting, from Instagram,
Yeah.
and it gives you good money, so you can live.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It gives me enough.
And you don't have any other incomes,
No, that's it. I don't work or anything.
just powerlifting.
Yeah, powerlift, and then I coach people as well. Yeah.
Do you work with any company which sponsor you?
Yeah, I work with 4 main sponsors.
Can you list them?
Yeah, it's Notorious Lift. It's my shoes. They're my main sponsor that pays me a small amount. And then the one after that would be the most important, would be Zero Weakness. Thomas sponsors my coaching and a few other little things behind the scenes. And then the one after that would probably be HD Labs. They sponsor all my supplements that I need and those types of things. And then the last one would be Depth. They sponsor my clothes and they give me a lot of clothes. I'm wearing their clothes right now. Yeah. I wear them often. I wear them almost every day.
Depth. In order to work with them, you need to squat quite deep enough.
Quite deep, yeah. Some people say I don't, but I do in competition. That's what matters.
Are you satisfied with your depth on squat, or you can go lower, or it's not needed?
In training, it's a little bit high, but I always go deep enough in competition, so I'm happy with it.
Do you hear quite often such words like you are unusual person, you are like a not human, like an alien?
Yeah, I hear that all the time.
What do you think about it? How it happened? How come? Where these strengths did come from?
I think it's just a result of if anybody focuses on something with a lot of intensity, then you'll get results.
But many people doing this.
Yeah, they think it sounds a little bit insulting, but people think that they are being intense and they're like focusing, but they don't realize that there's like so many other things going on that is taking away the energy and the intensity for them to focus.
But what about genetics? I think it's number one.
Yeah, I would say it's like a percentage ratio. Like you'll have a percentage of genetics that are going to help you. You'll have a percentage of focus that you need to use your genetics. And then the other small percentages is like food and recovery and things like that. Yeah.
I found your page on Open Powerlifting. Had a look and quite interesting in one number. So you deadlifted 300 kilogram in 2020, and 1 year after you deadlifted 370. So 70 kilogram in just one lift. What happened?
I switched from conventional to sumo. So yeah, it lets me use my legs better. I'm a bit taller than some people in powerlifting, so conventional is more difficult due to my leverages, and I would need to put a lot more effort into technique to be good at it or to be on the level that I am with sumo. Whereas sumo, it lets me get into a good position and better able to keep my back upright, which allows less movement of the spine, and then also to use more leg drive.
Did you find out it on your own, or somebody gave you a hint?
I did it by myself, so I just saw some people on Instagram using it, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. And then I tried it, and it felt good. It felt a little bit weird at first, like, and then gave it some time, and then 2 months later, I deadlifted 350, which is 50 kgs more than my previous deadlift. Yeah.
As far as I remember, you use hook grip overhead,
Yeah.
right? Have you ever tried a mixed hook grip?
Yeah, mixed grip. So in the beginning, when I first did sumo, I was doing mixed grip, just a normal grip, normal deadlift grip. And then when you do mixed grip with sumo, everyone will say it. You tend to helicopter. It's called a helicopter. So when you're locking out, your body wants to turn this way because of your legs. It kind of like pushes the bar this way.
And you never tried mixed grip with the thumbs under your palm?
No.
No, because I see that at least in the IPF it's getting more and more popular.
Okay.
You just make mixed grip and put your thumb on the palm. Never tried it?
No, I've never tried it. I think hook grip is the best grip. It's technique based. Double overhand hook grip. It's technique based. It lets your back activate evenly, like, because when you twist your one arm out and your one arm's over, it like activates the back differently. So I think this is like nice and even.
What about the absolute record in strongman, 5:05?
Yeah.
Thinking about it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to move to strongman, start training for and competing in strongman end of next year.
Next year.
End of next year, yeah.
Along with the powerlifting, or you want to quit?
I'll probably do 1, maybe 2 more powerlifting competitions after I switch, but then it'll just be strongman because, yeah, that's just the plan.
Sad news.
Sad.
Sad if you want to quit.
It's still a long time. I'll still be powerlifting for a long time.
Have you ever felt fear when you go under the bar, or just when you lift heavy weights? Because it's quite dangerous.
Not really. I'd say the only fear there is the fear of failing. I don't really care about. I won't get injured because I won't push past the point that would allow me to get injured.
Fear of death.
I don't care about that. Yeah.
Don't think about it, yeah?
No, I don't think about it.
Have you ever tried stiff bar on the deadlift?
Stiff bar? Nah.
Like IPF?
I haven't, no.
No?
No, but I don't think it would be much more difficult than the Texas bar. Because it would be more difficult, but not to the extent that people are imagining. Yeah, it would probably take off, if I had to try do a maximum stiff bar and compare it to my Texas bar, it would probably take off like 15 kgs, 20 kgs, around about there.
But you work with a Texas bar?
Yeah.
No kabuki?
No, I don't use it.
You never tried kabuki bar?
I've used a bar similar to it in Australia. Yeah, it's called an Apex bar.
What do you do except of powerlifting?
I have my online coaching business, which I'm slowly growing, figuring out some things there to make it run smoother and be more beneficial to me and the clients. So it's just going through kind of like a building phase right now. But that's what I do for work, and I enjoy doing that. And then hobbies, I enjoy being in nature, going to the forest or the mountains, just enjoying the nature, or going on hikes and walks. That's the main thing that I like to do. Well, I'll go for coffee quite a lot, just with my fiance. Yeah, or play putt-putt. Do you know what putt-putt is?
Mm.
It's like, golf?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the mini golf.
Yeah, mini golf, I know.
Yeah. I don't have many hobbies besides going out and walking.
How many workouts a week do you have?
4.
4 workouts. Which days?
Well, it's 45. So it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday. And then Thursday I'll do stretching and blood flow and some light things to recover better.
Can you tell what kind of exercises you train in each day?
So on Monday it'll be bench press. That's the main exercise for that day. And then Tuesday it's squats. Wednesday it's back and triceps and shoulders. And then Friday it's deadlifts.
So you don't do SBD days, just separate
Yeah,
one
just
lift
do-
per day,
Yeah, one lift.
and it works for you.
Yeah, I think it works best. I think it's too complicated if you try and do SBD day because you're not going to get any like quality time or energy into either of the lifts. So you're pretty much just wasting your time. Yeah,
I see.
in my opinion. Yeah.
You have a coach from Australia, right?
Yeah.
So you don't, you can't work yourself. So you need a coach.
Programming structure is very similar to what I used to do. He just refined it a little bit. I was a little bit extreme in some parts of the structure, and then he helped me like have a more steady and like set structure. And then the main benefit I get from the coach is just having an outside perspective of my technique. And Thomas is very good at picking up little things that most people wouldn't see. And yeah, that's the main value that I get from his coaching part of our agreement. Yeah.
Did you get instant progress when started working with him?
I wouldn't say instant progress. It's I would say I got progress after I went through the process of the system that he set up, and that takes time if you want to see real progress. Like, yeah.
Do you work with a nutritionist?
No, I don't. I do that by myself. Yeah.
What do you usually eat?
I just focus on getting my basic macros in. I like to hit 250 fat, 250 protein, and then like 300 carbs. Yeah. The main things I eat are eggs, milk, potatoes, fish, and chicken.
What kind of fish?
I don't know if it's a well-known fish, but it's called hake.
Hake?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know what is what. I'll have a look
Yeah.
on the translator. Yesterday you said you need milk, so
Yeah.
can you explain why it's so important for your food plan?
Yeah, so I've been drinking milk ever since I started powerlifting. If you Google it, it'll say that it's like one of the best things you can drink for muscle development, lean muscle development. It's got lots of fats, got a lot of protein, and it's very bioavailable macros in the milk as well. So when you drink it, your body soaks it up nicely and doesn't have to break it down very much, which is a big thing. I think that's important. Yeah, milk is just great for energy and recovery. Like it's a very good food for those two things.
How does your stomach find the milk?
Luckily, I don't have any problems with it. Yeah, I know some people struggle with their stomach. It makes their stomach sore. But luckily, I don't have that problem.
But still, you are in a new country, new milk. I think maybe something is different. So yesterday you already drank a little bit.
Yeah.
All is fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
How much did you drink?
It was last night and didn't have much time. I had 2 liters. Yeah.
So 2 more liters left.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also if you look at some of the past generation strongmen, like the really strong guys and the big guys, they all drank a lot of milk.
And also, I told you yesterday that Kirill Sarachov liked milk.
Yeah.
and he also bulked with
Yeah.
the help of milk. About accessory exercises. So you said you train back and triceps, yeah? Bicep, no biceps.
I don't train biceps, no.
But for the bench press, biceps is also quite important. Not
Yeah.
as important as triceps, but still.
Yeah, probably. I probably should train biceps a little bit more.
You still can rub your hair, so
Yeah.
you have some space to grow.
Yeah, I do.
What kind of exercises you usually do for triceps, for back? Just usual bodybuilding exercises?
Yeah, just the normal ones that most people would think of. It's like lat pull downs, tricep push downs, lateral raises, military press, that type of thing.
And usually use always the latest plate in the machine.
Yeah, the last one. Yeah. Yeah, I have to.
As for weights progression, how do you usually add? Every week? Or you go down, then also go up? How do you usually distribute weights?
So it's a 4-week cycle, and then each week in the 4-week cycle, I'll go up in weights, and maybe in the last week, week 4, I'll go down in reps, depending on what stage of training I'm in.
So you mean last week of the cycle you go down
In reps,
in reps,
but
weights
I'll
is the same.
I'll be up in weights, so each week the weight will be higher, yeah, and then sometimes the reps will be lower towards week 3 or week 4.
How many kilograms you put on the barbell on the bar each week? By how many?
Depends how I'm feeling or how what stage of training I'm in. Normally it's sometimes on deadlift I'll jump up like 20 kgs per week, or 15 to 20 around about there, and then same with squats as well.
So it looks like you train heavy every week, constantly.
Yeah, it's been like that for the last like 6 months. I've been training heavy. It's not really efficient. It's just the way that it needed to be for the last few months. I am gonna train lighter now after this competition to like let my body like rest and recover, and then I'll slowly come back up again for the competition in February.
And what about your central nervous system? Because it's the most important thing we have in our body in terms of lifting weights. So it's you stress CNS quite often. So how do you deload it, unstress?
I think it gets tired, especially in the peaking. But I think efficiency is a big thing. You don't wanna keep your nervous system firing for a long time, otherwise it will burn out. So when you're lifting the weights, the big weights, you want to try to do it. I know it's easy to say and harder to do, but you want it to be quick. You don't want to be grinding out the weights. You want to make the movements as fast as possible and not really expect to grind it or have the intention of being like, oh, it's going to be a grind type of thing. It just needs to be quick. Everything needs to move quickly with control, but it needs to be an efficient movement, yeah.
How do you usually recover yourself? Sauna, massage, physiotherapists, and so on.
Yeah, so when I'm in competition, when I'm prepping for the competition, I'll probably go to a chiropractor every 2 weeks towards the last 8 to 6 weeks of my training.
What kind of problems do you have in your body?
I don't really have any issues, just like it's normal stuff like my body gets tight or sore.
Just maintenance,
yeah.
Okay, and what else? What other kinds of recovery?
Sometimes I'll get a massage as well, and
Cupping?
yeah, cupping and stuff like that I'll get, and then just a normal like soft tissue massage.
Electromagnet? No?
No, I don't use any of that.
Don't use it?
Yeah.
What about massage gun? Do you like it?
You have to get a really good one for it to be effective. Yeah, like a very strong one.
There is one question from my follower about lifters from South Africa. So he said that he mentioned that there are not only Colton Engelbrecht from South Africa, but from time to time he sees other people from your country.
Yeah.
So it looks like powerlifting is getting stronger and bigger.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What kind of processes are going on there?
We have quite a few competitions, and more competitions are coming up in the federation, which is good. Like more provinces and sections of South Africa are trying to get powerlifting more active, which is resulting in there being stronger people, which is good. Yeah.
Is IPF have strong place in your country? IPF?
Not really. IPF is very small in South Africa. Yeah.
Why not IPF? Why alternative federations? Why WPC?
So I started off in an untested federation when I was natural, and at that time there was no IPF in my country, so I had no idea that it was a real thing, or it was even a thing. So I just went into untested, and everyone in untested were taking gear, so then I also started taking a little bit of gear, but I only started taking consistently when I was like 22, 21. Yeah.
What do you think about SBD Sheffield, about this meet? Do you like it?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a good opportunity to grow the sport. I think what they're doing is smart for them, but it kind of disables everyone else in the powerlifting industry. They have a big monopoly with SBD and their lifters, and they don't allow their lifters to compete in other federations. I think it'll suffocate the sport a little bit, kind of just make them elites, which is actually going to be beneficial to them, but not beneficial to anyone else. But it's their choice, they're doing it.
Have you ever thought about the possibility to compete in the IPF?
Yeah, I wish I could. Sometimes I wish that I stayed natural and I competed in the IPF instead. But obviously it's like too late for that, so.
It's too late because your blood is not regular blood.
Yeah, and also like there's always going to be people that are going to be taking things to help them, and then they're going to reach higher limits, and at the end of the day, like someone will look at the score sheet and be like, this guy has the highest limits, but they're not going to know that the guys under them that are natural have those numbers because they're not on the stuff. So the only thing that matters is what people have done to reach the highest limits, and the highest numbers is what matters.
If we consider lifting weights, CrossFit, weightlifting, powerlifting, I mean your sports career, so when you started lifting weights and when you go on gear, yeah? How many years did you lift Netty?
It was about three years. Yeah.
And why did you decide to go on the dark side?
I wanted to be the best. Yeah.
Or maybe someone told you you have to.
Not really. I knew that taking it would give me an advantage, and I knew that people that were reaching the limits of what they perceived to be the limits in their weight classes were taking it as well. So yeah, I decided to take it because I didn't want to be at a disadvantage.
Do you remember your biggest lifts in powerlifting being Netty?
Yeah, I totaled 900 when I was natty. I think it was 370 squat, 200 bench, and 330 deadlift.
So looks like your bench profited more when you get to the dark side.
Yeah, it's also a little bit of a coincidence that I started it and then progressed at the same time, because around that time I got a coach as well, and he helped me progress my bench raise quite a lot.
Do you pay enough attention for back flexibility for the bench arch?
I don't emphasize it or work on it to make it better. The main thing that I try to focus on, and it's difficult for me, is thoracic tension and scapular retraction. Yeah, it's something that...
Do you do any exercises for that?
Not necessarily. I'll do some stretches to warm up the spine. Like I'll take a foam roller, and then I'll do some flexion exercises to loosen it up, to make sure that I can use it properly.
Because looks like you have quite a big arch,
Yeah,
so it helps you, right?
I think so. I think it's a reasonable one. It's not like an over-exaggerated one. I think it's a healthy. I think that's a healthy one.
It's healthy for shoulders.
Yeah, and to use the right muscle groups as well.
What about your elbows? When you go down, so do you pay attention which way you put your elbows, closer to your body or wider?
I think it needs to be like a neutral, in the middle type thing. I think if it's too close, you take out your pecs. Your pecs don't work as hard. And then if it's too wide, then you take out your pec major. Doesn't work as hard.
About elbows again, so it's probably 45 degrees.
Yeah,
It's
round about there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting question. Do you know what the stem cells is?
Yeah, I know what they are.
Yeah. Have you ever tried?
I haven't done anything like that yet.
Do you want?
Yeah?
Do you want to?
I don't see any reason for it at the moment.
You think it doesn't help?
I think it's good for recovery, but I think it's like unnecessary unless you have an extreme injury. Yeah.
And unless you have $1 million.
Yeah, because it's very expensive as well.
One more question about gear, and we finished with this topic. Is it a secret how much, what exactly, and how much do you take?
No, it's not. So it's not that simple for me. Because I normally have like a...
It varies.
Yeah. So I'll be on it year round. I won't stop.
No pauses.
Yeah. So it'll be 250 milligrams
250.
in the off season.
Test.
Yeah, per week.
What kind of test?
It'll be a nanthate.
And that.
Yeah.
250 when you are on rest.
When I'm on the off season. Yeah. And then when I have my 12-16 week cycle of prep, when I have my 12-16 week prep, I'll start off on 350 for like 3 weeks, and then I'll go up 100 milligrams every 3 weeks until I reach 500 milligrams, and then I'll stay at 500 milligrams for the rest of the prep, and then I don't go over that.
What about anastrozole? Do you use it?
Yep.
Anastrozole. It reduce your estradiol level.
Yeah, I take it's Mastron.
Masteron.
Yeah, I use Mastron.
Also for prep.
Yeah, in my prep, and then I'll take small amounts. I'll take a small amount in my rest off season as well. I just do it as a precaution because I don't want the side effects. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
we know about test, about Masteron. What
yeah,
else?
so I'll take 500 test and in my peak dosage, and then I'll take 100 milligrams of Mastron. And sometimes I'll take Deca, but I don't take it for very long. I'll maybe take it for like 3 weeks, and then I'll stop. And then I'll also take growth hormone. I'll take 5 IUs per day.
Every day.
Most days. Yeah. Sometimes I'll take a break and then sometimes I'll go on again. And then I use peptides for tendon health. I'll use BPC and TB500. Yeah. And then the orals, I'll use the orals. I only like to use orals like 6 weeks out.
What kind of orals?
I'll use Debo and Anadrol. Yeah. And then I'll take maximum 100 milligrams of Anadrol per week. And then, well, not per week, like per session. And then only 3 times a week. So it'll be about 300 milligrams of Anadrol per week in my peak part of my prep. And then I'll take like 30 milligrams of Debo per day in my peak prep as well.
This is your full list.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's good. It's not that much.
Yeah, people say that. I don't really know.
What about Tren?
No, I've never used Tren.
Never used it.
Yeah, I feel like
You heard many bad things about it.
heard bad things, and then I feel like the side effects would be bad for me. Sometimes I have like anger problems. Sometimes I have like anger problems, and I can't control my temper that well. So I don't want to take something that's going to make it hard for me to control myself. Yeah.
It can be heard a little bit rude, but it's still interesting about your skin.
Yeah, that's just my family. My family, they struggle with that stuff. I've had it since I was like 14. So
What to do? How to fix it?
it gets better. It would be fine if I wasn't training. The thing that makes it worse is when I train, the pressure like makes them come out, and then a few days they go away, and then I'll have a heavy session again, and then they come back. Yeah.
I see. So I think I need to change the battery. Okay, just a 1 minute break. Good.
Yeah.
The question about your Instagram and about your popularity, about being famous. So, do you remember the day or the year when you found out that something changed in your popularity? It's quite a heavy load to carry.
I'd say it started to happen, and I started to notice it more after, say, I went to Australia. I started to become pretty well known after I broke the 110 kg all-time world record. People started to notice me and talk about me, and it's still not that much. Like right now, it's not really. I don't really struggle with it. Like it's a very small amount of. I'm not that popular. Like it's a small amount of popularity.
And also, people don't recognize you on the streets of your town.
Yeah, they do. Actually, I've had 4 people come up to me at the airport.
Where? Which airport?
There were 2 in the South African airport, 1 in Dubai, and then one here in Russia. I went on a walk this morning and a guy came up to me. Yeah.
Cool.
Took a picture.
Yeah, I think it's a big pleasure.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It's not necessarily, but it's always pleasure.
Yeah,
Cool.
I enjoy doing it.
Did you start receiving any proposals after your first all-time record from, I don't know, from bloggers, from sponsors? So
Yeah, I got a few. Majority of them were American sponsors. Notorious started working with me after then.
So right after the first all-time.
No, they actually started working with me before that, yeah. But it was like kind of like a minor thing. They were just sending me some shoes and things like that. And we didn't have an official contract. And then after the all-time world record, we had something more official. Yeah, I was gonna work with a few like American supplement companies and things like that, but didn't really enjoy working with them, and I don't really enjoy their products are very good, but the communication and like the accessibility to deliver it to me, it's a little bit difficult. So I'm just waiting until they see that it's worth it for them, because I don't use supplements that much. Like I'll use specific ones, but then it has to be like the ones that I'll use as well.
What kind of supplements do you intake?
The main ones are creatine. I use creatine.
Which form?
Monohydrate. I haven't been taking for the past week. I was getting a little bit heavy on it. I didn't want to weigh in too heavy. I just need to be over 125. So I stopped taking that. Yeah, it's just creatine at the moment for supplements. Yeah.
No protein. It's
No.
enough from milk.
Yeah, I get enough from milk. That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay, and what about BCA, amino acids, or vitamins, so on?
Yeah, I take a lot of vitamins. I don't take BCAAs. I feel like it's unnecessary. Yeah, it's for people that don't have a high protein diet and they don't eat a lot of like animal protein, like milk or meat. Then they should take BCAAs. But if you're eating animal protein, then you don't need it because it's naturally in the animal protein already. And then vitamins, I'll take vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin D, magnesium, omega-3s, and
All separately.
on the same day. Yeah.
Yeah, but separate pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take about like 15 pills every day of vitamins.
So probably this is half of your daily calories.
Yeah.
Just go with the pills.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
How often do you have such a thought inside of your mind, like why am I doing this? Why powerlifting? Maybe I should quit and live a better life.
It's a good life the way I'm living. I wouldn't want to live any other way to the way I'm living right now. Yeah. So for me, I don't know. I can't live. I'd say like some people would think differently to me, but I can't live in a world where I'm not striving personally to reach my full potential. Like when I feel like I'm not giving my all to something to reach like a higher level in my body or energy or spirit or something like that, then I feel like I'm like dying or something. If that makes sense. It sounds dramatic, but I'm like stagnant and I'm not living if I'm not constantly striving to reach new levels and master myself more.
When you lift in heavy weights, it gives you a feel that you live full life.
Yeah.
What can you stop from lifting weights or to slow down?
Nothing. Nothing would make me stop. The only thing that would make me stop is if I suffer some drastic injury, like I lose my leg or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think there are disabled divisions also.
Yeah, but then it's kind of, I can do bench press. Yeah. Yeah.
What your parents thinking about your hobby, dangerous hobby?
I don't know if they see it as dangerous. They proud of me. They tell me they're proud of me all the time. Yeah.
They support
Yeah.
you. So there is a question about your training. So when you feel weak, sick, or overtrained, what do you usually do? Just add one more day to rest, or make a smaller workout, smaller, easier week? Or you never felt or overtrained?
If I'm overtrained, then it'll be a very rare occasion for it to be a result of training. My training structure is very it's a good system. If I follow the system, then chances are I'm not going to be overtrained from the system. If I feel tired or weak or like something's not right, then it's something that has completely to do with, it has nothing to do with training. It has something to do with something else. And then I'll just try and figure out what it is that's making me tired.
Intensity, how do you usually calculate your intensity? With a percentage or kilograms?
So I have prescription weights. I follow a set weight, a set structure of prescription weights.
In kilograms?
in kilograms, yeah, and I'll just stick to that. And then the intensity, it's the same intensity. It's 100% if possible. Yeah, well, 100% every session.
So you lift 100% every session,
Yeah.
but it's quite difficult for CNS.
I think it's easier. It sounds weird, but I think it's easier on the nervous system for you to lift 100% because say you start a 4-week block. Week 1, it's 420 for deadlifts. You don't get as excited for the 420, like you don't get revved up or switched on. The 420 would be difficult compared to if you were going 100%, which means that you'll struggle more on the 420, and you would probably, the movement when you do it would be slower, and you'd have to use your nervous system longer compared to when you were going 100% and you just do the movement quick, get it over with. And then it uses your nervous system less.
And what are your favorite combinations of reps and sets on the main lifts?
Yeah, my favorites will always be the 8 reps, sets of 8.
8 reps of how many sets?
Like 3 to 4 sets.
With the same weight?
It'll also increase every week, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that on the concrete workout you have the same weight and you lift many sets with one weight, yeah. Like a warm up, and then
yeah.
working
Yeah.
sets. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do my warm ups. I won't do 8 reps on my warm ups. I'll do like just to get my body used to lifting. So, an example of an 8 rep day, I'll start on like 70. I'll do like 5 reps, 3 reps around about there, just to get my body used to the weights. Then I'll go 120. I'll do 3 reps again. 170. I'll do 3 reps, and then if I'm doing 8 reps on 200, I'll start doing 8 reps then. Yeah.
This is one type of your combinations. Maybe one more. There is one more.
Yeah. The same thing with deadlifts. Deadlifts is a little bit different. I'm very efficient at deadlifts, so with deadlifts I'll do maximum 2 reps. So I'll start on 170. I'll probably do 3 reps on 170. Then I'll do 270, I'll do 2 reps, and then 360 I'll do, or if I'm doing 8 reps, I'll probably do 320, I'll do like 2 reps, and then I'll probably do an 8 reps on 360, and then I'll do 8 reps there, yeah.
I hear quite often that deadlift is quite an interesting exercise, that you're, for example, you are good ready, you feel good, but there is no results. But you feel bad, you can deadlift a lot. So it's like an unpredictable exercise. It's not the same for you?
Not really. I think that's just, you need to figure out what your body is telling you more, like better. So most of the time when you're feeling bad, it might just be because you're not switched on and you're expecting to be switched on, but you're just in a rested state. And then when you start lifting, you switch on, and then you're like, oh, I'm feeling good, and then you have a good session because you saved your energy, and then you use your energy in the session.
About the load for the competition, or how it's called, tapering, right? Yeah. Tapering. So how do you usually do it? When do you do the heaviest workouts, and then you go down with intensity? So usually I know that people in Russia stop doing the heaviest lifts maybe 3 weeks out of competition. Does it look the same for you?
Yeah, it's the same. I'll have a transition block, so I'll do sets of 2 to 3 to 2. So I'll just lay it out. I'll have my transition block. It'll be 2 weeks of 3, 2 weeks of 2, and then I'll go into my peak. And then normally it's like 1 week of 2, and then 2 weeks of 1 rep, and then I'll start peaking up like that. Yeah.
But still, when you are in Russia, you go into train almost every day when you're in Russia.
Now, well, yeah, it's not really training, but I'll do my last 2 weightlifting days, today and tomorrow, and then the rest of the days I'll be stretching and cycling and doing light stuff to make sure I'm feeling good for the competition.
When you are saying cycling, you mean bike?
On a bicycle, yeah.
Wow, it's interesting. For how many minutes?
It's quick. It'll just be like 10 minutes. Yeah, just to get the blood flowing. Yeah.
You said that you have a plan to go to strongman. So, do you think you are able to lift more than Hafthor 505 with this kind of bar, or you can do it with it on the Texas bar
Yeah, I can.
without straps?
Without straps, I can do it I can do it with sumo, definitely. Like, it'll happen soon. If I had to do it conventional, I'd have to train specifically for it and put on a suit and be in the strongman environment for a while, maybe 2 years. Yeah.
So it will take 2 years.
To do it in the same way that he did it. Yeah.
Because in another case, it will be not counted, right?
Yeah, in strongman, it's counted in the way that I deadlift. It's counted in powerlifting. So if I move to strongman, then I'll do it in the way that counts in strongman.
There is disadvantage for you, so because you need to pull conventional, but there are many advantages. You have straps. You can shake as many times as you wish.
Yeah.
You can make a hip support.
Yeah.
And also straps make your arms longer.
Yeah, they do if you can put it on your fingers.
Yeah, and suit, I think it will give you some kilograms as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, most likely.
What if someday Hafthor Bjornsson text you and will begging you not to compete in strongman to beat his world record? What would you answer?
I don't think that would ever happen, though. I don't think you would be a type of guy to do that.
He can tell I pay $1,000, but just don't do it, please.
Yeah,
Stay in powerlifting.
You'd have to pay me $1 million. Yeah.
To change your mind.
To change my mind, but probably even then I wouldn't change my mind. Yeah.
Because you're already a rich guy.
No, it's just because I'd rather reach the limits than get any amount of money. Yeah.
But you have a name of account, Limitless or Rich?
It's
Limit Breaker.
Limit Breaker, yeah.
Limit Breaker. What is the story behind of this account, name of account?
It's kind of when I decided that I'm going to break all the limits of strength in the world, or I'm going to be on the path to break them. Yeah.
I don't know what it is called in English, but in Russian we call it like star illness, like being arrogant.
Yeah.
When you are a super top guy, in the world. Do you feel sometimes something like that?
Not really, no. I think, I don't really.
But it can happen with anyone.
I think it's just subject to opinion. Anybody can think that you're arrogant. Some people think that you're humble. Some people will think that you're arrogant. And, like, you can't make everyone happy, so yeah. That's just the way it is.
Like we have a saying, you are not $1 to make everyone happy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but sometimes I know that people struggle with this. Like it is being how to say, being processed with your mind without your desire. Like you should struggle, you should fight with this strange feeling, like you are the best, you are the biggest, you are the strongest.
Yeah.
So you never felt feelings like that.
Yeah, definitely I have. It's temptation to feel those feelings, but those feelings will eventually, they'll stagnate you and chain you down, and you're not going to be able to progress past those feelings if you become like identified with them.
Like people say, once you understand that you are the best one, so you start going down.
Yeah. So I don't want to ever think that I'm the best, because there's still a lot more to do. Yeah.
Do you consider your body has the best, how to say, leverages angles for powerlifting? Are you gifted in terms of angles, levelers?
I don't think so. I have very long. I'd say like I'm very proportional. Like my limbs are very proportional, but they're still a lot longer than some previous powerlifters. So if I had to maximize my leverages, I'd have to be a bit heavier and a bit bigger, which I'm gonna be in like 2 years' time. I'll keep putting on weights until I maximize my leverages. Yeah.
When we were in the car, you said about knee sleeves. Yeah. So can you tell a little bit more about your plans? What are you going to do with the knee sleeves, and when?
Yeah. So planning to have the highest sleeve total in February next year. Yeah. So I want to at least total 1,200 in sleeves by February next year. Yeah.
So what I know about your stay in Russia, so what you're gonna do, you will train, you will sleep and drink a lot of milk. So what else on your to-do list?
To stretch and make sure that I feel good. Yeah.
What about sightseeing?
Sightseeing, I'm mainly going to be sightseeing because my fiance wants to sightsee, which is nice. Otherwise, I'd be stuck in the hotel room, and that's probably not healthy either. So as long as it's a good balance of being out, not too much, and then being inside, but not too much inside either.
But it's quite boring to be in the room almost for 1 week.
Yeah, I don't really find it boring. I'll just like watch my shows, and I'll be thinking about the competition, what I'm going to do, like the preparation, the mental preparation, that type of thing.
Do you already know what VPN is?
Yeah, I had to figure it out last night.
It sucks, it's inconvenient, but it works on your phone?
Yeah, I had to figure it out last night. Couldn't get onto Instagram, so had to get a VPN.
It works?
Yeah, it works.
It's cool. It's cool. The last question I usually ask on my interviews, so about such sports like powerlifting. So is it a good sport? And if so, why it's a good sport?
Powerlifting is a good sport. I'd say it's great if you're wanting to push the limits of your body. If you want to see what your body is truly capable of in terms of producing strength, then powerlifting is the best sport for that. Yeah.
Thank you very much for this interview from me and from a big Russian audience, which will see it in Russian translation.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
That's good. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And microphone.
Take it. Yeah.
Not tired enough?
Yeah?
You?
Tired?
Tired?
No.
No? Cool.
Just doggy.